Hey science lovers, get ready to have your mind blown with these 10 incredible science facts. We're about to take a wild ride through the cosmos, from the food we eat to the farthest reaches of space. Buckle up, because when we're done, you'll be able to impress your friends with your newfound knowledge of the universe's most incredible wonders. Let's get started. You know how much I love bananas? They're a great source of potassium, which is important for our muscles. But did you know that bananas are also slightly radioactive? It's true. They contain a naturally occurring isotope called potassium-40. Now, before you swear off banana splits forever, don't worry. The amount of radiation is incredibly small. You'd have to eat thousands of bananas at once to feel any ill effects. It's a great example of how radiation is all around us, often in harmless and even beneficial ways. Have you ever seen a metal melt right before your eyes? Well, get ready to be amazed. Gallium is a fascinating metal that melts just above room temperature. Imagine holding what looks like a normal piece of metal, and then feeling it soften and turn to liquid in your hand. It's like something out of a science fiction movie. Gallium's low melting point makes it useful for all sorts of cool applications, from thermometers to semiconductors. Water, the essential ingredient for life as we know it, has some pretty mind-blowing properties. We all know water can exist as a solid, ice, a liquid, water, and a gas, steam. But did you know that under very specific conditions, water can exist in all three states at the same time? It's called the triple point, and it happens at a precise temperature and pressure. Picture this, a container with ice, liquid water, and water vapor coexisting in perfect equilibrium. It's like a scientific magic trick. Okay, get ready to have your mind truly blown. Let's talk about neutron stars, the collapsed cores of massive stars that have gone supernova. These incredibly dense objects are only about the size of a city, but they pack the mass of our sun or even more. To give you an idea of just how dense they are, imagine scooping up a teaspoonful of neutron star material. That single spoonful would weigh billions of tons, about the same as Mount Everest. That's the power of extreme gravity, crushing matter down to almost unimaginable densities. We've all heard of ice, but have you ever heard of hot ice? It sounds like an oxymoron, but it's a real phenomenon. We're not talking about regular ice here, but a substance called sodium acetate. It's the stuff you find in those reusable hand warmers. When sodium acetate crystallizes, it releases heat, making it feel hot to the touch. It's like having ice that warms you up instead of cooling you down. You know how much I love a good science experiment, and this one is truly nutty, literally. Believe it or not, scientists have figured out how to turn peanut butter into diamonds. Well, sort of. Peanut butter, like all living things, contains carbon. And under immense pressure and heat, just like those found deep within the earth, that carbon can be transformed into diamonds. It's not exactly a practical way to make jewelry, but it's a fascinating example of how even the most ordinary things can become extraordinary under the right conditions. Glass is one of those everyday materials that we often take for granted. But did you know that glass is actually a bit of a scientific enigma? It's not quite a solid or a liquid, but something in between. You see, the molecules in glass are arranged in a disordered way like in a liquid, but they're also kind of frozen in place, like in a solid. That's why glass can shatter like a solid, but over very long periods it can also flow ever so slightly like a liquid. Here's a golden nugget of information about your body. You actually have a tiny amount of gold in your bloodstream. Now, before you start thinking you're about to strike it rich, I'm talking about a minuscule amount, about 0.2 milligrams. That's not enough to make a gold tooth, let alone a gold coin. But it's a reminder that our bodies are incredible chemical factories, constantly processing and utilizing a vast array of elements, even precious metals like gold. We breathe oxygen every day, and we usually think of it as being invisible. But did you know that oxygen actually has a color? In its gaseous form, it might look clear to our eyes, but when oxygen is cooled down and becomes a liquid or even a solid, it takes on a beautiful pale blue hue. It's a striking reminder that even the most familiar substances can have hidden and surprising properties. Honey, nature's liquid gold. Not only is it delicious, but honey also has an amazing ability. It never spoils. Archaeologists have found pots of honey in ancient Egyptian tombs that are thousands of years old. And guess what? It's still edible. That's because honey has a unique chemical composition. Its low water content and high acidity create an environment where bacteria and mold can't survive. So the next time you enjoy a spoonful of honey, remember that you're tasting a food that's practically immortal. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed these mind-blowing facts, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more amazing science content. I hope these incredible facts have sparked your curiosity and reminded you of the wonders of the natural world. Remember, science is everywhere, from the food we eat to the stars in the sky. So keep asking questions, keep exploring, and never stop learning.